north on 173 out of Hondo, you'll be leaving the Texas brush country and starting to get into the Texas hill country, because Highway 90 is the sort of the southwestern crossroads, the edge of that between the Texas brush country to the southeast area, and to the north and northwest is the Texas hill country. You'll see the trays change here, and really change radically in just a little while, because we're still technically right on the edge, but you see it's moving from mesquites to oak. Now, everybody, we've left the Texas brush country. We're climbing in elevation on 173 north to Bandera, the Cowboy Capitol, as they call it. And you'll see oaks and cedars and the hills as you start to go up and down the hill country. It's been dry up here. We really need more rain. The Medina River, in fact, there's a park in town in Bandera. It's a really lovely park a lot of people go to, that they've had to close swimming in the river because it hadn't been this low, and who knows when. Even from about 5-6 years ago, the drought then, it wasn't even as low as it's been now. We do have some clouds gathering, so I'm hopeful we're going to see some real rain here. These trees need it. Well, we crossed the Bandera County line. We're no longer in what's called Medina County, for those of you who may know, or for those of you who care. There's some ranches, as you can see off to my right. There's some nice looking, what do we got out there? Deer, some red deer out there grazing. If you saw them, we're going down the road at a good little clip here, and we're going to be into the town of Bandera. We're starting to come into Bandera, and there's the Hill Country State Natural Area. There's a nice road about 10 miles off of 173. It's a good state park if you want to go to the Hill Country Natural Area. Anybody that likes riding horses and doesn't have a ranch themselves, they go up there to do equestrian stuff. And here's the town of Bandera coming right in. Y'all get to see the water tower. We're going to cross the Medina River, and the junction of Highway 16 is just going to be the stoplight up here. We'll probably drive into the little city park here and look at the river. It doesn't look too bad. Remember, I was saying it was down. I'm going to drive around in here for a minute, so I'm going to turn left before I get to Highway 16. They got cabins you can rent here. Usually a lot of people rent the cabins. I'll drive through here. Vaquero Motel, they call them. Vaquero Motel. So if y'all want a nice cabin, especially in the fall, if you want a place for your group to keep the Feast of Tabernacles or Sukkot, you might consider this. They got camping down in the park by the river, and they got the cabins here. For those of you who don't know what Tabernacles or Sukkot is, you got to do a little Bible study. Anyhow, main entrance to the park there. We're going to take a drive through there and show you this nice park right on the Medina River. If you've never been here, it's a nice place. You want to swim in the river. I don't know. It's tempting to swim in the river when it's real hot, but a lot of yucky things kind of spring to life when the water gets low and the temperatures get hot. So that's why we need rain to flush stuff out. But they got a real good playground here for kids. Got to stop at a stop sign. And Bandera City Playground's on the right for the kids. Other part of the park's on the left. And there's the youth center, Margaret Alkeck Youth Center, right at 8th Street and Maple Street now. And we're turning into the park, and then we'll head back to Highway 173. Give you a tour of the rest of Bandera real quick. Got all the park rules posted. Nice down here. I'm not going to get out today and show you the river. I thought about that, but I said I'll do that for another video just on the park. There's some real big cypress trees here along the river. Pecan trees, some oaks. Actually, the river right here doesn't look too bad. A lot of folks here enjoying it, eating their lunch or something, parked here. So I thought the river would be lower than it was. Maybe that little bit of rain we got a week ago helped. Some things to do here, really not. I think right here I'll make the turnaround. Let me just go through the main Bandera Park area and do the turnaround. There's some restrooms up here. All this is across from the motel, and the river doesn't look that low. But I'm turning it around, and then we'll show you some more of the fine town of Bandera. Bandera, excuse me. I wish I could learn to talk right. People say I got too much of an accent or whatever. I don't have enough of one for some folks. So we're heading down to see the rest of the town, and that'll be coming soon. This is on the way back, and they got the playground. They got these covered areas. If you have a group you want to do picnics or family gatherings, you can rent down here. Okay, here we are recording again. We're getting ready to get back on 173. We're going to turn left toward Highway 16. Pioneer RV Resort there. Used to be the Yogi Bear RV Resort. I really liked the Yogi Bear they had out there. But now it's called the Pioneer RV Resort. Nice RV park, by the way. I'm sure most RVers already know about it, but in case you don't. And here we go, Texas Hill Country Trail. If I went to turn right at the light, I'd go to San Antonio. If I followed it, it overlays 173, I'd go into Kerrville. So I got two ways if I went to Kerrville, and we're not going to do that today, but this is, here it is. The OST Diners here. It's been a diner for years here. Used to be a very good place to eat. There's the Cowboy store if you want to cowboy up. Texas Salt Company, which looks like has all kind of collections of different things. But we'll go down the main road here. They have some events here, biker rallies, rodeos, other things. Bandera can get to be a hopping little place on the weekends. By and large, a pretty good town. Recently, they've had some weird stuff going on in Bandera County, law enforcement-wise, so hope everybody's doing okay. But they got a lot of good places to eat along here, and to the right is the Bandera County Courthouse. There you're seeing part of it. Geezer, I'm showing courthouses. I'm catching up with you. That's to the right, the Bandera County Courthouse. As we go down past Pecan Street, there's the Frontier Museum on Pecan Street, and the Best Western Motel. It used to be something else, is off on my left, and no lack of places to eat if you're hungry. And if you need to buy stuff and you're camping around here, they have that too. The hardware store. And they used to have a place here, it's on my left, called the Old Forge. It used to be a great place to eat. I didn't like one thing about it, man. It was noisy in that place, but the food was good. So right here, 173 will turn right to Kerrville. That's the fastest, easiest way to go. If you want the real twisty, turny ride, you go straight north on 16. It's a very scenic but very slow drive into Kerrville that way. So what we're going to do is turn it around here and let you see me leaving town, but we're stopped at the stoplight at 173 and 16. 173 goes right and 16 goes straight north, but they both meet in Kerrville. Just one's faster to get there than the other. I'm going to hook a right through the Wine and Spirits, the shopping center, the Bandera Hardware. If you need your Bandera hardware, it's got all kinds of stuff. I hope this is give everybody a good tour. At least you'll know where the hardware stores is, the true value. And that'll be the parking lot tour there. That might be the best video, who knows. Here we go. Now we'll be turning left on 173, going south. Eventually, if we stayed on 173, we'd end up in Devine, Texas, or Jordanton, Texas. And we got some old guy like me crossing the road. Let him get across. Wouldn't want somebody running me over. Sign says Hondo and San Antonio. Hondo 29 miles, San Antonio 48. That's 48 if you turn left on 16 that takes you back. Y'all can see all the places to eat. A lot of folks here today on a Monday. This is Frank's Eclectic Commentary. Frank here on the Monday tours. Why do I do it? Hey, I want some viewers. I want y'all to enjoy my part of Texas. You enjoy Dennis, with boondocking with Dennis at Aransas Pass, Port Aransas, Rockport, and Geezer up there at Fort Davis and Alpine and Marfa. So we'll stop flapping my lip and just let you enjoy the drive. Since I'm stopped at the stoplight, there's 2 Gringos Chupacabra place to eat. That's a new one. And of course, the, I guess, OST, QST diner. It's been there before I was born. This is the, what, nickel tour? We'll do the 10-cent tour maybe sometime all over town. They got a Tractor Supply here. To me, Tractor Supply is kind of high dollar anymore. So we crossed the Medina River, and there are or is, depending on how redneck I sound, rain sprinkling on the windshield. That is a blessing. Come on and let it rain. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High. See y'all soon. Watch Frank's Eclectic Commentary. Like and share the videos. Tell your friends and neighbors, hey, join his channel. There's something you'll like on it, I know. Thank y'all for viewing.